Okay, let's see if I can get this microphone the right volume. I'm gonna do a little testing real quick, see what it's like, see if my voice is too loud, see if it works. All right, it sounds good. Welcome to the Legend Bowl College Association, affiliate of the Legend Bowl Championship League. Legend Bowl Championship League is an online multiplayer GM league where all the games are streamed live for the entertainment of all on our YouTube channel. Join our Discord, Legend Bowl Championship League. There likely will be room in the upcoming professional season. What do GMs do? They manage the rosters. We have a draft. We have free agency. We have trades. And we compete for the Legend Bowl. Let's do a quick rundown of these teams and how they got there. So today we got the Union Huskies versus the Ohio A&M Acorns. Union Huskies are sitting at, I think, 11-3, having had to go the hard way through the wild card, beating Ohana Tech, beating Indy U, beating Dame Duloc, and finally beating Wham, Big Western A&M University. Really, they haven't been tested too much in the playoffs except for Wham. Wham was undefeated in that game in the quarterfinal in the Burrito Siesta Bowl and fell by a touchdown, their first loss of the season. But otherwise, you see they wiped Ohana 42-13. They wiped Indy 36-3. They wiped Dame Duloc 34-9. And then they had the one competition. The Union is a defensive team. On the other side of the bracket, we have Ohio A&M, the Acorns. Ohio A&M Acorns. They got a bye. They were one of the best teams in the regular season. They first beat Piedmont, the Possums, 58-27, before moving on to the Fortress, last year's national champion, beating them 72-49 in a big offensive game, until finally beating St. Bishop's, the Platypi, in the Maple Bowl, 48-35. Both teams ready to play. Two different teams. You've got the defense of the Union. You've got the offense of Ohio A&M. This should be a classic offense versus defense matchup. Let's take a look at the leaders of both teams. And look at how they got there in the first place. This is a mod. The way that this mod was set up was it was set up to have three conferences: the Heartlands, the Super South, and the Great Coastal. The other conferences were set up as like FCS. So you've got a Division III conference, a D1 AA conference, and a D2 conference. Using the roster creator by Squid, I was able to separate the talent in such a way that out-of-conference games against FCS teams felt like out-of-conference games against FCS teams. There was only one FCS team that beat Power 3 team this year. Otherwise, it was mostly blowouts. The Acorns won the... Well, they actually didn't win the East. The Indy Hoots won the East of the Heartlands, but they lost to Big Wham in the conference championship game. One of the two losses for the Acorns did come against... Let's see. One of the losses did come against Big Wham. Get over to their schedule. There it is. Yeah, let's see. Loss number one was against NDU, which they didn't have to play in the playoffs. They actually didn't play Wham in the regular season. And loss number 2 came against Alney in the final game of the season. Alney, of course, led by Darrelson Franklin Myers, league's leading rusher. Rushed for 1,600 and some odd yards this season, 19 touchdowns out of an option quarterback, Darrelson Franklin Myers. The Union they had 3 losses. The first one let's see, they lost to Piedmont State by 3, 37-34. They lost 3 out of their last 4 games. They entered week 6 undefeated and lost 3 out of their last 4. First to Piedmont, got back on track against East Bay, lost to Ironside War College, and lost to the Fortress. Piedmont and the Fortress, both teams that Ohio A&M beat. And the Union, they are a defensive forward team. You can see their starting quarterback, Damian Hancock, 20 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. Not so great. Their starting running back, Tavon Douglas, 657 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns, average of 5 yards per carry. Not too terrible. Their best wide receiver had just 474 yards receiving. But it is their defense, and specifically its turnovers. Cliff Rivers, senior linebacker, '89 speed. He's fast. Carmelo Dunbar, 11 interceptions, free safety. Eric Mays, no interceptions, but 31 pass deflections. Lockdown cover corner. Terrible hands. You had Pernell Herbig with 10 plus sacks. Freshman Grant McCrillis had 7. And lots of interceptions. And interceptions was the story of the game against Big Wham. That's how they won that game. You pop on over to Ohio A&M, and then we'll look at playbooks, and then we'll get going here. Ohio A&M, they're a different story. They are an offensive powerhouse. Devontae Moran, sophomore, you're going to see him in the pros for sure. Completed over 60% of his passes, more than 3,000 yards, and 40 touchdowns. And a big thing about Devontae Moran, he doesn't really get sacked. Sacked only 8 times throughout the season. On the ground, you had a 1,000-yard rusher, Brandon Alvarenga, another sophomore. Alvarenga, 92 speed, 93 agility, 85 strength. He is a prototypical halfback, 5'10", 217 pounds. You will see him play on Sundays in the Legend Bowl Championship League. 8 yards per carry. Receiving, you had a 1,000-yard receiver, Theron Starr, another sophomore, 13 touchdowns, 49 receptions, over 1,000 yards through the air, averaging 21 yards per catch. And what do you know? He's a speedster, 90 speed, 72 agility. He is also, you will see him on Sundays. Filberto Torcaz, second leading receiver, 8 touchdowns, 764 yards, and you had 2 tight ends in the top 10 for receiving for tight ends in the country. Maxwell Pointer and DeKedrick Talbot, both over 20 catches, both over 400 yards, both with touchdowns, combined 7 touchdowns between the two of them. On defense, hey, look, they can play defense. Now, you don't see somebody with 10 interceptions. You don't see somebody with 10 sacks. You don't see somebody with 20 tackles for loss. You don't see anybody with 20 pass deflections. You got the leading tackler as a free safety, Brendan Guyton. They will give up points. They will play defense, but they will give up points. Alvarenga could be the difference in this game. He is a playmaker. 33 kick returns, over 1,000 yards on kick returns, 3 touchdowns. 1 punt return touchdown. That's 4 touchdowns that way. Plus you had 4 on the ground, which is 8. Plus you had 10 there, 18 combined touchdowns. He doesn't really put the ball on the ground, only 1 fumble. Okay, let's look at playbooks real quick. Ooh, don't do that. Cancel. Team, nope. Front office, yep. Nope. Team, yes. Playbook. Okay, playbooks. This is what they're working with today. The Union is running the Miners playbook. Let's see what's the right way to do this? Oops. Let's go to view book. Mostly a single wing. They've got 34 plays out of the single wing. They've got single H-back. So you're going to see the Union coming out in single wing and single H-back. A little bit of I-form Mary, but that's probably Spikes and Neals. I-form Jokers. You're going to see a little bit of I-form Jokers. That's 2 tight end I-form. And you will not see them out of the shotgun. So you're going to see three. Oh, wait. No, you're going to see shotgun far. So 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 tight ends. Lots of 2 tight end sets. That's it. So when they're in shotgun, they're going to be in shotgun far. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. And then otherwise, you're going to see them out of the single wing and the single H-back on offense. On defense, you'll see a little bit of 4-3 under. You're going to see a lot of nickel out of the Union. A little bit of dime. And that's it. Primarily a nickel formation team. So nickel on defense, single wing, single H-back, I-form Mary. So they like to run out of 2 tight ends. And when they're in the shotgun, you're going to have 2 wide receivers lined up on the same side of the field and 2 tight ends. All right, what about... Let's see if we can get over to Ohio A&M. A lot of plays from Ohio A&M that I personally made that got into College Bowl. Any of those 99 Rams plays, those were mine. Now, to be fair, those are Mike Martz. What I did was I pulled the real life playbook from the 99 Rams, and I went into the playmaking tool and I created those plays. And I gotta say, a lot of really awesome concepts. Obviously, the greatest show on turf, Mike Martz was doing the work. Obviously, a Super Bowl champion. You know, we remember Isaac Bruce and Kurt Warner. We remember Torrey Holt. We remember, oh shoot, now I'm blanking. Who was the halfback's name? Halfback, 99 Rams. I know he's Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk. There we go. I didn't even have to look it up. Greatest show on turf. The OAM, you will see those 99 Rams plays come up. They run that offense to a degree. But let's see what else they're running with. They are running the Talons offense. You're going to see them out of single wing. You're going to see them out of single H-back. Both single wing and single H-back are formations that the 99 Rams ran. You're going to see them out of the classic I-form. Little bit I-form Mary, though those are probably, there's only 3. That's probably a Spike and a Neil. I-form Strong. I-form Weak. I-form Super. So a much more diverse offense for Ohio A&M. Out of the shotgun, they run shotgun duo. That's 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 running backs. And that's it. They are a 3-4 team. You're going to see them out of the 3-4 Bear. They got 22 plays in their playbook out of the 3-4 Bear. You're going to see them out of 3-4 Under. You're going to see a little bit of the 3-3-5, which is incorrectly labeled as the 3-5-5 in the game, and we just never got a chance to change it. And 4-4 Under, a little bit of 5-2, a little bit of nickel, a little bit of dime, a little bit of quarter, a little bit of goal line. But primarily you're going to see Ohio A&M in base formation out of the 3-4. Okay, that is it for the pregame. No, let's not mess with that. Let's get out of Dynasty. And you might wonder, why are you not running the playoffs in Dynasty? I'll show you why real quick. Because of the format, we could have run playoffs in Dynasty, but what that would have meant is it would have meant that there's a bunch of FCS teams in there. Because of how seeding works in the game, the FCS teams got automatic bids, and I just wanted to run as many of the Power 3 teams as possible through the playoffs, and so I reseeded them myself. Exported the roster at the end of the season. It's pretty easy to do that if you know how. Imported the roster back into the base game, and then started up the playoffs, reseeding based on conference champions, and then who finished second in the conference championship. Those teams got buys, and then from there on down, based on ranking and or record, people got seeded so that we didn't have FCS teams with buys. And this would have been kind of wonky. If you look at the bottom of the bracket, you would have basically had Queensguard playing 2 FCS teams to get to the the third round. They would have just basically auto passed through to the third round, and then would have faced off against either Gold State, Cocker, or that's Knoxville Tech, the Bulls. But it just made more sense to me to get all of the teams to be the FBS teams, the Power 3 teams. And so that's why it was reseeded, and we're going to quit out of this dynasty. Because it's nice that in College Bowl, you don't have to use an exterior program. You can pick your seeding. And so instead we get all of the Power 3 teams. And in this case, you've got the Union. You've got Ohio A&M. Neither of those teams are conference champions. Neither of those teams are undefeated. But here we are. And let's pick some uniforms. Husky's going to go... They're going to wear their baby blues. Wear the baby blues. We're going to go classic uniform combinations. Baby blues against the crimson, red. Oh, there's one thing, actually, I think I'm going to do before we jump in here. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I just keep forgetting. I'm going to go back out to settings. And graphic, nope. I always fumble around with these sometimes. Graphics, there we go. I want to turn auto. Show team, I want that. News ticker, all names, stamina bar off, player throw bar off, footsteps on. We'll keep the drone on. I got CRT off. I don't know. I just like it. Crisp pixels. I get it. It's fun. It's fun. It's cool. But I'm playing on a laptop, not a TV. And I just found I prefer to just see it the way it is. But I want to turn replays on for auto replays. We'll turn it on for all plays. I hope that's right. Replays on, weather effects on, fan density up to 100. We got our pro helmets on, we got visors on, we got hats off, face coverings on, stadium shadows on. I think I'm ready to rock and roll. I think I'm ready to rock and roll. Now, I can't remember what... Oh, no, don't do that. I can't remember what all plays versus big plays means. I think one of them is just touchdowns, and the other one is big plays that anywhere on the field might be. Okay, let's see. Devontae Moran, Brandon Alvarenga against Cliff Rivers and the defense of the Union Huskies. We are going to get into this one. This is a presentation of the Legend Bowl Championship League. There's your flyover. There's your players of the game. Brandon Alvarenga. Eric Mays. Damian Hancock. He's going to need to hold on to that ball today. Captains are on the field for the coin toss. Huskies call it. Huskies will receive. Let's get this show on the road. Here comes the kick. The first kick of the National Championship of the Legend Bowl College Association is off. Returned by Eric Mays. Mays to the left. Brought down about the 22.5-yard line. Oh, maybe I don't want it on all plays. I actually might back out of this. If it's going to be literally on every single play, I do not want to play that game. This game's going to take too long. We're going to watch one more. We're going to watch one more, and then we're going to do a do-over if we get a replay on this one, too. Damian Hancock. Incomplete. Yeah, okay. No, we're not doing this. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know. I wish I could edit this here. I wish I could edit it here. Can I? Can I? No. Okay, all right. It's all good. It's all good. No harm, no foul. We're going to get back out. We're going to go just big plays. That's the key. That's the ticket. Just big plays. Graphics all the way down. Auto replays, not all plays. Silly me. Silly the Cougar Bear. Haven't introduced myself yet. I am the Cougar Bear. Oop, don't exit the game. Here we go. Nope, not Dynasty. Oh, God, I'm going to give... Okay, here we go. Playoffs. Playoffs? Good thing I didn't go with the baby blue. We have two home teams. You know what? Screw it. Two home teams. Blue versus red. Classic. Here we go. Back into the game. You are listening to a presentation of the Legend Bowl Championship League. Oh, we got a different plane. We got the old two-stripe, blue stripe. Is it a secret message? Is that a sign? Well, you know, the Union is an Army team. They are an affiliate of Seattle. They are an Army team. What affiliate means is that we structured our pro league so that each pro team had two affiliates. Undrafted players who are seniors that graduate go directly onto the practice squads of the professional teams. And the winning affiliate team gets an extra draft pick at the end of the draft. A little sweetening of the pot, one might say. All right, here we go. Acorns will defend the north goal. I missed who was... I was looking away. Same thing, same thing. Here we go. Here comes the kickoff. Kicked off just left of center. Eric Mays spins out of a tackle brought down at about the 27, 28-yard line. Okay. One running back. Damian Hancock back to pass, puts it up. Completed to Tavion Quintana at about the 31. The Huskies come out in the single H back. Motion. Hancock. Knocked down. And let's see who that was knocked down by real quick. Just out of curiosity. I think... Okay, inside linebacker. Covering up. Tried to go back to Quintana a second time. Okay, we got a third down. Here's that shotgun far formation. Looks like they're running horse dagger go. Oh, A&M's in the 5-2 against shotgun. Pressure. Knockdown completed. But short of the first down. That's going to be a fourth down. 3 and out on the opening drive for the Union Huskies. Not a great start. Not the way they wanted to start the national championship game. That is for sure. And you give Alvarenga that kind of room, and he's going to have a return. He's up the sideline to the 45-yard line. Great field position for this hot Ohio A&M offense. I-form super. Looks like they're going to be running a run play to start. Fly 21 blast. Yep. But there's that defense. There's that defense. And, you know, it wouldn't be a shock if Alvarenga is shut down in this game. They're going to need to get him going. But it would not be a shock if he's shut down. And there you go again. Alvarenga knocked down this time Myron Lunsford on the tackle. That's a tackle for loss. And we're looking at 3rd and 12. This vaunted A&M offense is going backwards. Moran a little bit. Yep, there you go. He completes it over the middle, but nothing going there either. And we are going to trade punts to start off the national championship game. Return by Mays up past the 20, out past the 25 before being brought down. And we have an injury. It is Brandon Alvarenga. He's hurt, but he's not injured. He's got a pulled stomach muscle. You're probably still going to see him in this game. But that is a shot early to the Ohio A&M Acorns. Damian Hancock back to pass under pressure. Puts it up. Caught. And we got another injury. This looks like it's Douglas this time. So they are just going to swap out injured starting halfbacks to get started here. And I just want to look up. I'm curious. I can't remember who A&M is the affiliate for. I want to say... Oh, no! Hancock! You heard the sound of the silly toss, and the silly toss overthrown out into no man's land, and you get our first turnover of this game, and it is not the Huskies that force it. It is the Acorns, and the Acorns will take over in Husky territory at the 49-yard line. Alvarenga still in the game. Moran to the sidelines. Everybody needs to settle down. That's what I'm seeing here so far. Everybody needs to settle down.
Second down.
The Acorns are affiliate of the Kansas City Coyotes. Kansas City, owned by Fred Ropro. Fred, you playing yourself for an extra draft pick right now with the best team in the country. It's up over the middle. We got another interception. Oh, man. So we trade punts on the first 2 series. We trade interceptions on the second 2 series. Both teams need to settle down. We got lots and lots and lots of jitters right now. We are not even 2 minutes into this ball game. We've had 2 interceptions. Let's see if Hancock can get something going. We got blitz coming from the outside under pressure. Finds Ferreira on the outside and almost a first down. We're going to have 2nd and 1.
Second down.
A&M's in that 3-4 Bear base defense. It looks like we're going to get a first down. Simple play. Running it up the middle. Mikey McGee, 2 yards and a first down. Still out of that 3-4 Bear. Hancock. Hancock's got a guy. He's got Quintana for another first down up near midfield. Going to Quintana consistently right now. I think that's his second reception of the ball game. Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right. Uh-oh, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. And that ball falls down harmless to the turf. We almost had ourselves a second interception. For Hancock, would have been the third of the ball game in the first quarter. They're going to go back to the ground, say, I don't know. But Ferreira's got, great play by Shepard to shed the block. That would have been a first down and more. That is a big play-saving tackle. To set up 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 out of the shotgun. He's got a guy wide open over the middle, but Tatsy makes 2 guys miss. He's off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. That's the first touchdown of the college national championship. The Union Huskies. Rah! Garfield, the owner of the Seattle professional team, the Emeralds, celebrating right now because he's playing himself for an extra draft pick in the upcoming draft. And they're going to kick the field goal, and that's good. And by field goal, I mean PAT. Union 7, OAM nada. Return by Alvarenga, bottled up inside the 20, and all of a sudden the Union Huskies have all the momentum. A&M's got to do something, and they got to do it now. Devontae Moran back to pass. Under pressure by Herberg. Can't get the ball off. Pitches it into the dirt. I see Rare 80 in the chat says go Huskies, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and a sack. Who gets credit for that one? Was it Herbig that got in there? It was Herbig. Herbig's your 110 sack guy on the team. Moran back to pass, finds Skeen over the middle, but we are going to have a 4th down, and the Huskies have all the momentum, up 7-0, pushing this high-powered offense back. This is your classic offense versus defensive football matchup. What wins championships? You got Mays up near midfield, tackle to the 49-yard line. Okay, Ferreira with the ball, tackle for a loss. So you got Batansi with the big play. That's the one big play, but Union was moving the ball pretty effectively on that last drive. Let's see if they can keep it going again here. Shift roll right. Hancock under pressure. Hancock brought down by Robinson Jr. So now we've got a sack each for both teams. We've got an interception each for both teams. Tre'Davious Robinson Jr. Hancock back to pass, has got time, finds Mincy. And we're going to get a 4th down and a punt. Tre'Davious Robinson Jr. also with the tackle on that play. Great series for him with the sack, the tackle on 3rd down. And here comes the punt return by Alvarenga. Alvarenga, he looks with that pulled stomach muscle like he's lost a step. We might want to take a look here at the depth chart and see what's going on. He's got 87 speed right now. You know, he's hurt. He's got 87 speed. We got to play to win this game. Everybody's got to play to win. And what that means right now is that Theron Starr is going to find himself in, let's see, how do I do this? I go home team like that, go back to the depth chart, come over here, punt returner, and what's the other one? That one. Kick returner. Theron Starr is going to take over returning duties. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Oh, yeah. I gotta... Hold on, Jay. Get back out of there. Okay, now we're set up. Okay. Where is everybody? You know, there's some funny... If you pause the game at the wrong time in this game, you get some funny things that happen. And this is one of those funny things that happens if you pause the game at the wrong time. There's this window that pops up, and if you hit into that window, you really... let's see if we get a penalty here. Won't be the worst thing in the history of the world. Delay a game. Well, that just goes right on with what's going on with Ohio A&M, to be honest. So, hey, you know what? Win some, lose some. You get to trade out Brendan Alvarenga, but you take the 5-yard penalty. Oh, well, 1st and 15. Here we go. Devontae Moran back to pass. Devontae Moran back to pass under pressure. He's got Brandon Alvarenga. Threw it up into a crowd. Alvarenga with that pulled stomach muscle that he's dealing with. Couldn't bring it in. Second down. Nickel formation. Alvarenga. You know, an injured Alvarenga may not be able to get it going here. And A&M now faced with 3rd and 15. Devontae Moran back to pass. He's got... Oh, first down! I think that was the first down of the game for Ohio A&M. And let's see if they can turn that into just a little bit of momentum here. Alvarenga's got the ball 5 yards. 4 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards in a cloud of dust. Brought down by Chowder, the strong safety. A&M one coming out in single H-back. Moran back to pass. He's got lots of time. He's going to... Oh, no. Sack. He had lots of time, but nobody was open. So he took off with it and found himself in the mean clutches of McGillis. 3rd and 11. Gave back everything Alvarenga gained on 1st down, and that's not going to do it. This Union team is really shutting down A&M's pass game. Moran's completing currently fewer than 40% of his passes. You're not going to win the national championship if that's what you're doing. No way, no how. Not against this Huskies defense. The Huskies won the national championship 2 years ago. The Acorns won the national championship 3 years ago. Ferreira's got the ball. He breaks a tackle. He's turned nothing into something there. It looked like it's going to be 2nd and 14. Instead, it's 2nd and 6. Nifty moves by Ferreira. Union out, sends a guy in motion from left to right, sets up in the backfield. We got Mincy. We hand it off to a wide receiver there. Getting tricky. 3rd and 4. Okay, it looks like they're going to run on 3rd and 4. Ferreira's got the ball. Ferreira's going to get the 1st down and more. He's up the sideline, makes a guy miss, up out to the 46-yard line. Union on the move, up 7-0 as the 1st quarter draws to a close. Man in motion from right to left. Looks like man coverage. McGee's got the ball. He's going to get brought down way in the backfield. Let's see what's going on in real life football right now. University of Oregon is the only game I really care about. What's going on? They're playing Northwestern. They're already up 7-0. Woohoo. Number 4 Oregon Ducks up 7-0 on Northwestern. And where in the world is Hancock throwing it for? Like, good Lord. He's just chucking it out there. Now he's 7 for 11. That's great. But that's a terrible pass. 3rd and 14. He's going to have to throw it again here. Hancock back to pass. Blitz is coming. He's got Colawina. He's slow. And we've got an injury. And Ferreira's hurt. So both running backs for the Union Huskies are now injured. Tavon Douglas and Ferreira are injured. That is going to play a factor in this game. as it goes on. Ooh, terrible punt. Terrible punt. Theron Stars picked it up. He's going to get some yards. And Ohio A&M is going to take back over down just a little bit. 7-0. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Moran pitches it out to Alvarenga. Eric Mays. Wow, that guy, he is a professional in the making. 31 pass deflections this year. You saw there the shed on the block, the tackle of Brandon Alvarenga. Alvarenga is no slouch. He is injured. He's got that pulled stomach muscle, but he is not a slouch. Moran, back to pass. Rolled to the left. He's got a little bit of time. Puts it up. Oh, man. Looking for the fullback, Audie Snyder. Moran is just not in rhythm. Not in rhythm at all. Oh, there you go, Torkaz. First down. Ohio A&M in Union Husky territory. Feel free to participate in the chat if you're here. Ask me anything. I've been on the beta team for a couple of years. I know a little bit about how these games work. I think that I'm most adept at rosters, understanding how ratings interact with play on the field, and playbooks, and understanding what how the playbooks work. Alvarenga, he looked fast there. We're going to bring up 3rd and 3. But you can participate in the chat here on YouTube. I will respond. I just love this game. Legend Bowl, College Bowl, they are the best approximations for football that I have found in the digital format, period. I know Havo is exploring, looking at how to change the game. That's great. Evolution is always good. I will always love this game. The sim elements of this game are the best that there is, the best there was, and maybe the best there ever will be. Thank you, Bret Hart. There's a Bret Hart themed team in the pros. The Regina Hitmen, a Canadian team themed off of Bret the Hitman Hart. There's a college team, Pointer State, that has primarily players named after... Oh, Alvarenga with a tackle. He's going to score. That's it. You got an injured Alvarenga. Shrugs off a defender. And bada bing, bada boom. Ohio A&M is right back in this game. Watch this here. Boom. Says, I don't think so. And who was that he shrugged off like that? Let's see. Replay. Here we go. Boom. Carmelo Dunbar. Poor guy. Run over by a truck. And it is 7-7 here at the start, early in the second quarter. 5:42 remaining in the second quarter. 7-7 in your national championship game for the Legend Bowl College Association. Eric Mays will take the return. A little bit of room, but he's brought down at the 26-yard line. Union comes back out, single H-back. Wide receiver split on either side. They are back to pass. Damian Hancock complete to Batadze. Rocco Batadze, his brother is a running back in the Legend Bowl Championship League. Right meow. Hancock back to pass again. Blitz free up the middle. Finds McGee. McGee up close to a first down. They're going to give it to him. Nice nifty moves there by the third string halfback, getting playing time here in the national championship game because of injuries early to both Douglas and Ferreira. And there's Ferreira getting brought down by Gray on the outside. Dorsey Gray, 3 tackles. That's a lot for a defensive end this early in the game. We'll see if they run away from him for the rest of the game. Huskies come out, single H-back. Nice pass to Quintana there. Quintana hadn't been able to make Guyton miss. He would have been off to the races. First down and more. 3rd and 5. One running back behind Hancock. Hancock back to pass. Two wide receivers. He's got a wide open lock down the sidelines. They're going to catch him inside the 30, but he got wide open. And that is a blown coverage. That is a blown coverage. Ouch. Let's go back and look at that one more time. I'm not sure what he was supposed to be. Oh, it's Tre'Davious Robinson Jr. He's had a good game so far, but he just loses it. And I don't know, who's he covering? Looks like he's spying the quarterback. But I'll tell you, he really should have thought about man. Because you got... He takes off going over the top, trying to get Patenzi over the top. Don't want to give something up to a big guy. By a big guy, I mean fast guy. And thank goodness you got Locke with 57 speed, because if he had had anything more than that out there, he would have been Gone, gone. Instead, Locke brought down inside the 30, and the Union Huskies are in scoring position with 4:30 left here in the second quarter. Nothing going on first down. Ferreira's got 16 yards in the game. With injuries, running may be a challenge for both of these teams with injuries, although you did see Alvarenga doesn't care about his pulled stomach muscle on the last drive. Ooh, throws it into cover by 4 guys there. Terrible read by Hancock. 12 of 17, that's great. Terrible read. Single back. Back to pass. Blitz is coming. Incomplete. We're going to get a field goal attempt here by the Union Huskies. Looks like we're set up for about a 43-yard field goal. 43-yard field goal on the way. Looks to be in line. Looks to be long enough, and it is good. The Union Huskies go up 10-7 over the Ohio A&M Acorns. 4 minutes, 6 seconds remain. Here comes the kick. Theron Starr's got the ball. He's out past the 20. He makes a guy miss. Oh, I thought for a second there he was going to have a whole lot of real estate in front of him. Starr's been quiet this game so far. He's going to be quiet here too. Ooh, Torkaz. Surprised he caught it there. Surprised he got nothing on that.
Second down.
Okay, looks like we are in zone coverage for the Union Huskies. Motion from right to left. 2 running backs. Moran back to pass. Alvarenga looks like he is open, but pass was just a little bit late there, and the safety over the top is able to knock it down. Corner over the top is able to knock it down. Okay, they are going to run empty here. Moran back to pass. He's got plenty of time, and he just throws it into a crowd. That's Moran's second interception of the game in the first half. Well, interceptions is how the Huskies beat big Western A&M. You know, they forced 4 interceptions in that game. They've already got 2 in this game. They are a turnover machine in the best kind of way. Hancock back to pass. Finds a wide open Hill inside the 25-yard line. This is going to be A&M's Achilles heel. Their defense, their coverage, they're just blowing coverages all over, left and right now. Okay, we're going to see a tight end run here. One of the great things about College Bowl is the custom playbooks. I wish in my heart that Legend Bowl had custom playbooks. But it doesn't. But I hope that Legend Bowl 2 or Super Legend Bowl or whatever they end up calling it, Son of Legend Bowl, the Legend of Legend Bowl, Hancock back to pass. I hope that there is some incomplete. I hope that there are custom playbooks there. It just allows teams to have identities. You know, you see this A&M team, they come out in 3-4. McGee's got the ball, bad angles there, but they make up for it with a little bit of speed, and we're going to get a 4th down and another field goal. Yeah, I think playbooks and rosters are the 2 ways to give teams authentic character. You can give them logos. You can give them colors. You can, you can give them fields. Those are superficial things. They're cool. I like them. They add to the lore of whatever team it is. But rosters are where you see who are the superstars. In playbooks, those are the bread and butter of a football team. You have install packages. Oregon doesn't run the same offense as Alabama. Oregon doesn't run the same defense as Alabama. In the pros, you have a little more consistency across teams, but you still have teams that do what they do and only they do, like the Greatest Show on Turf. There was no other Greatest Show on Turf. And how did they do it? They did it with their playbook and their personnel. And so, if a video game, if a football video game wants to set itself apart, you have to provide customization opportunities with personnel and playbooks. Let us make the teams have identities. That's why we're gonna, I think, move the Legend Bowl Championship League away from Legend Bowl as its base game and into College Bowl. We still got to vote on it, but you're not going to have, every team doesn't have a fast quarterback. Every team isn't going to roll their quarterback left or right. Every team isn't going to run their quarterback. Every team isn't going to use their wide receiver in runs or their tight end in runs. You have to have special personnel to do that. And so when you force every team to have the same personnel, you limit the strategic variability between those teams. Some teams don't want to use their tight ends in the pass game. They want their tight ends to be blockers. Well, the only way to do that is to let them have a playbook that utilizes their tight end in the way that their team wants to utilize the tight end. Oh, boy, here we go. We're going to get... Oh, what's he doing? Pointer! What are you doing? He's trying to make a guy miss. All he needed to do was run. Right there. Oh, Pointer. You should have thought twice about that one. 2-minute warning. Devontae Moran, that's the biggest pass play of the game. Getting the Acorns back into position to score here. 2-minute warning has triggered. Acorns with a chance to take the lead and tie it up. Moran throws it into the dirt in the end zone. 2nd and 10, and we have another injury. Okay, this is Phoenix. Dislocated finger. He'll be okay. We'll put it back in place. He'll be okay. Just cut it off. Get on back out there. See, he's not even missing a play. Okay, 2nd and 10. Moran back to pass. Terrible throw. Going to actually lose a little bit of yards there. 3rd and 10. If you're just stumbling into the Legend Bowl Championship League, consider joining. I think we're going to have a couple of empty spots, and we're going to get a touchdown here from Skeen. A&M has tied it up going into the half. 13-13. We got ourselves a football game. Moran all day finds the wide open guy. And now, the extra point for the lead. And it's up and good. 14-13. The Ohio A&M Acorns up 1 over the Union Huskies. 1:36 left to go. Here comes the kick. Eric Mays back to return. Mays catches the ball near the goal line. He's up past the 15 to the 20, out to the 24-yard line before being brought down at the 25. A&M out in the 3-4. The Union out in the H-back. Pitches it back to McGee. McGee's going to get brought down for no yards on the play. We'll get a 2nd and 10. Mikey McGee, 3rd string halfback, filling in for Tavon Douglas. And the number 2 guy who also was hurt in this game. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Union, they're just trying to run the clock out right now. It seems clear to me they are just trying to run the clock out here. We'll see if they throw on third down just to try to hold on to the ball, and they do. Blitz is coming. They got a guy wide open. That's Ferreira. Ferreira's down the sidelines to the 50, the 45, the 40, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line. Timeout called by the Union. The Union is not giving up. They are not going to run the clock out. Great play there on 3rd and 10. Sam Ferreira, 38-yard reception. And now they're just going to chuck it. But A&M's running cover 4. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. That was deep in field goal range. Now, they say it was broken up by Alfonso Capella. Motion from right to left. Oh, we got 3 guys in the background. He pitches it to Batatsi, the wide receiver. That's an interesting play. You're not going to see A&M run that play because of custom playbooks. Hancock back to pass, pitches it up. Mincy with the catch at the 28-yard line. They are deep in Acorn territory. 1st and 10, 30 seconds on the clock and counting. They're going to pass it again. They're going to get a little bit of yards. Another thing as I think about how this game can improve in the next iteration, you don't have AI sense about going out of bounds. They don't ever go out of bounds. And here we go. This is this one kills me. They're going to kick a field goal here. They're going to call timeout at 14 seconds. They're going to kick a field goal. 90% of the time, this is what they do. Then they're going to kick off and leave a strategic opportunity for A&M to have a kick return for a touchdown. That's bad football sense. Most of this game, between the numbers, plays great. There are little strategic things with play clock management they're not real world approximations. That right there is one of them. You never, with timeouts and the ball on 2nd down, are going to call timeout at 14 seconds to kick a field goal when you could take a shot at the end zone and kick a field goal at 1 second. Likewise, you never have players that intentionally go out of bounds in this game. Those are two areas that this game can improve in its second iteration. All right, let's take a look here. Halftime stats. It's been, the stats look like it's been all Union Huskies. Let's go back. Let's go back, look at team stats here. 216 passing yards for Damian Hancock in the first half. Neither team, Acorns have been able to run the ball a little bit. Huskies have not. Acorns if they want to win this game, they are going to have to clean up their pass coverage. That's the bottom line there. Moran has not looked good against a good defense here in the first half. One of the best players in the regular season, one of the best players in the playoffs. He's had some games that are just mind-blowing, throwing for 600 yards, 6 touchdowns, that kind of thing. Against these Union Huskies, not so much. Brandon Alvarenga is hurt, but he's playing okay. Theron Starr, no catches. They have to get Starr the ball in the second half. If they want to win this game, they're going to have to get Theron Starr the ball. They've thrown to him 4 times, but he has not been able to bring down a single one of those. Damian Hancock, he may end up being your player of the game when everything is all said and done. 17 of 25, 68%, 216 for a touchdown and a pick. Rushing the ball, they're not going to do much. They've got injured guys all over the place in the backfield. It's not going to work out for them today, I betcha. Catching the ball, they are Rocco Batatsi had that big 48-yarder for the touchdown. It's really been about the defense, though. You've got Carmelo Dunbar and Cliff Rivers, 2 guys who you very likely will see on Sunday, both with interceptions. You've got Herbig and McCrillis with sacks. Eric Mays, the cornerback, has 2 tackles for loss, coming up, shedding blocks, finding guys in the backfield and saying no thank you. 3 field goals for Presley. All right, let's get back into this second half. I'm surprised it's as close as it is. Moran back to pass, finds Tokars over the middle. I keep calling him Torkaz, but it's really Tokars or Tokars, I guess. I don't really know. We don't get a pronunciation guide with these names. Motion from right to left. Excuse me. Devontae Moran back to pass, completes it, and a first down. First down in the second half.
Second down.
We said Star would need to get the ball. There it is. Skeen. Nothing going. 3rd and 3. Alvarenga, Carmelo Dunbar comes up, closes the gap, 1-on-1, mano at the 40-yard line, and like a Mack truck, pop, 4th down. Here comes the punt. The Huskies are going to take over, up by 2. Mays out towards the sideline, tackled at the 27-yard line. Hancock back to pass, finds Quintana. 2nd and 4.
Second down.
Single back. Nope, they've got 2 backs back there. Hancock back to pass. He's got a guy wide open. It's Hill. And Hill get to the 38.5-yard line. You know, I don't know that 3-4 Bear is the best base defense. We're getting, well, but honestly, he's a tight end. They just, on defense, their defense is killing them. And I guess in a world of offense versus defense right now, it's defense that's winning championships because you have the Union Huskies up by 2. They definitely have the better defense. Hancock back to pass. Under pressure, knocked down by Capello. 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd down. McGee's going to take the ball, and he is tackled. 4th down. I think they're in field goal range at the 31. This is going to be a 50-yard field goal, it looks like. It's up. It's a nice-looking kick, and it is good with plenty of room to spare. Uni goes up by 5. Star with the return. Bottled up inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Offset I. Alvarenga with the ball. 1 yard. 2 yards they give him. 2nd and 8.
Second down.
Offset I. Strong right. Sends guys in motion. Alvarenga again, this time tackled for a loss. 3rd and 9. I know they're trying to force it, but they really have got to get something going in the air now. They want to establish the run, but this Union defense is just too strong. Star, he's got a guy. He found him, and there it is. Devontae Moran to Theron Starr over the middle for the first down. That's the kind of play that they're going to need to get going. And that ball was thrown behind him. He didn't find the perfect spot in the gap. He did find the window, but it was at the back end of the window. No place to run. 19-yard reception for Theron Starr. Offset eye weak. Briggs with the carry. Tackle for a loss, 2nd and 11.
Second down.
Okay, Moran back to pass, plenty of time. Eric Mays, great break on the ball there. Single wing, in and out. Let's see, this is at a pass play or run play? 3rd and 11 is probably a pass play. Here comes Devontae Moran. Devontae Moran, he finds Pointer. Pointer makes Chowder miss. He's to the 5. Touchdown! Ohio A&M. They are going to take the lead. Up by 1. Oh, man. Just squeaked it in there. Makes a guy miss. Off to the races. Touchdown. 3rd down. Huge play for the tight end Pointer. And the Acorns go back on top by 2. With 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. Kickoff incoming, short kick. Just to the 20-yard line. Eric Mays going to bring it out. Good field position to start here for the Union Huskies at the 34-yard line. Single back, 2 wide receivers. H-back right, left I mean. Runs the ball up the middle. 1 yard.
Second down.
2 tight ends, 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver to the right. No motion, pitches it out. Hard running by fullback Marshawn Dodge. Nothing going. And they're going to chuck it. Here we go. They are going to chuck it, and they have got Batatsi, and Batatzi's to the 20, the 15, the 10. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, deep into scoring position. They get over the top. That's Batatzi's 2nd huge play of this ball game. First one was a touchdown. This one, he's almost there. Just can't quite shake him. 52 yards from Damian Hancock to Rocco Batatzi. Hancock back to pass. Pressure up the middle. We've got a fumble. We got a recovery and a turnover. Whoa. They brought the blitz. No place to go. And the guy that knocked it out is the guy that recovers it, Colin Guerra. Hot dog. Hot potato. Holy cow. Moran back to pass. Moran looks to the right. Puts it up. He's got a guy over the top. That's Pointer over the top again. Both of these teams are playing to win. No doubt about that. Up near midfield. Uni had a chance to take the lead there. That fumble was humongous. A&M has a chance to extend their lead to the biggest lead that they've had in this ball game. Motion to the left. Moran back to pass. Nobody open.
Second down.
Devontae Moran back to pass. Nobody open. Deja vu. 3rd and 10. Moran back to pass again. I bet you. Here he is. He's back to pass. He's looking right. He's got Alvarenga on the sidelines. 1st down and more. Makes a guy miss. Runs over Eric Mays. First down inside the 40-yard line for the Ohio A&M Acorns. Great play, great pass, great pitch and catch. First down for A&M, up by 2 as the third quarter is now under 2 minutes to go. Motion from left to right, single back, pitches to Skeen, nothing going. No yards on the play, Nathan Skeen bottled up. 2nd and 10.
Second down.
2 running backs, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 tight end right. Blitz coming, blitz getting. Sack. Cliff Rivers.
Third down.
89 speed, first round draft pick, Cliff Rivers. Future first round draft pick. Woo! Where's he throwing it to? That ball made a funny sound when it came out. 4th and 16. Are they going to try a long field goal? They are not. Here comes the punt. Yeah, coffin corner punt, not very good. Going to go out of bounds at about the 25, 24-yard line. A&M cannot extend their lead. Gives it back to the Union Huskies, who have another chance to take the lead back. Motion from right to left, Hancock. Throws it out in the middle of nowhere. Looked like Hill was the intended target.
Second down.
Damian Hancock. Strong fullback dive incoming. Dodge. Nothing going. Loss of 1.
Third down.
We're going to see a halfback screen. Haven't seen one of those yet this game. Hancock. Going to get it to McGee. He's got blockers. Makes a guy miss. First down. It was ugly, but he worked hard. He got the block there, ran into his own guy there, made a guy miss there, helmet knocked off there, first down there. 3-4 Bear. Looks like they're in man coverage. 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. Ferreira with the ball, 1-yard gain. Make it 2.
Second down.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 36-yard line. Hancock back to pass. He's looking over the middle. Incomplete. The offenses have cooled off. We've got a close game with 18 seconds left in the third. Hancock back to pass. He's got a guy wide open in the middle. That's Batadze again. And they just, the zone coverage just wasn't doing it for him. Damian Hancock, Rocco Batadze. Batadze's had a good game. Looks like they're going back to that screen pass. Got the first down the first time. Here we go. He's got nobody. 3-4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Fourth quarter has started. Damian Hancock almost intercepted. Batadze makes a guy miss. He's going to score. That's a touchdown all over it. Union Huskies back on top. This is a back and forth. Back, forth. Look at that. Here he goes. He's going to, yep. And he walks it in. Rocco Batadze, and they're going to go for 2 here. They say, we want to be up. What are they looking for? They're looking to be up 6 instead of 5. I suppose that makes sense. Quick update on the Oregon game. Oregon up 10-0 on Northwestern. Northwestern's playing them tough. So Oregon offense not running them out of the building like they have the last couple of weeks. Dante Moore, 11 of 14. High efficiency, 81 yards so far. Theron Starr. Starr's got room. Cuts it back. Oh! He was 1 block away. One block away. Okay, we got I-form 26 counter. Alvarenga's got room to run. Alvarenga's north-south running. What a move. Cut there to get it up past midfield. This is a great play here. Boom, north-south. Boom, hits that hole. Boom. That was a great play. That was a good football play there by Brandon Alvarenga. He's up to 65 yards rushing. He's one big break away from 100. Motion from right to left. They're going to give it to Skeen. Skeen's up the middle. Can't quite get there. Runs into a crowd. Oh, that was Snyder, actually. Fullback. Two running backs, tight right, two wide receivers. Four down linemen for Union. Throws it into a crowd. Devontae Moran has had trouble finding the open man today, and maybe that's a credit to Union's defense. Maybe that's a credit... or maybe it's Moran is feeling the pressure in his first national championship game. He found the open man there. That's Theron Starr over the middle, back up into scoring position. We said Starr would need to get involved in this game. They have gotten him involved, and they're right back in this. Union Huskies up 25-21. Ohio A&M. I-form, offset, weak side. Strong right. Passes it to Talbot. 4 yards. We're looking at 3rd and 6. Devontae Moran back to pass. Intercepted. Oh, no. That's his 3rd interception of the ball game. Carmelo Dunbar, 11 interceptions in the regular season. And a big one here in the 4th quarter in the red zone. Interceptions, we said they were a key to the game. And they have been a key to this game so far. A&M's likely to get another chance at the lead. I don't know that they're going to get another chance quite that good, though. Next time they get the ball will likely be somewhere around 4 minutes at the best. Damian Hancock, speed out, Israel Hill, brought down by Shepard, 3rd and 9. Now they might get the ball back a little sooner than that if they play defense here. Hancock back to pass. Under pressure. Throws it out of bounds. 4th down. So that interception in the red zone by Devontae Moran, intercepted by Carmelo Dunbar. 11 interceptions in the regular season for Dunbar. Big one there in the national championship game. Starr brings it out to midfield. Moran will get another chance. That was Moran's 3rd interception of the game. In the quarterfinals, Union intercepted Wham 4 times, including on the last drive. Theron Starr. Starr's got room to run. He's gone. That's it. A&M back on top. We are going trading scores back and forth. A&M about to go up by a field goal. What a play here. Wide receiver screen. Makes a guy miss. Great blocking. And bada bing, bada boom, bing, bang, bong, boom. Acorn score. One play, 53-yard drive. That's Moran making up for the interception on the last drive in the red zone. Extra point is up and good. A&M back on top by a field goal. 28-25, 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Here comes the kick. Doesn't look like it's very good. Taking it about the 8-yard line. Eric Mays tackled at about the 23-24-yard line. Two wide receivers left, one running back. Hill's got it. Man, the offenses went cold for a second there in the third quarter, and they're right back on top of things here. The Union, they have been throwing the ball. They've been doing a good job getting the ball out there in the air. Both teams have. Devontae Moran, that's his stats right now. He started off really cold in the first half, 333 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Damian Hancock, 422 yards, completing 65.9% of his passes for 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Union has not been able to run the ball at all. Brandon Alvarenga has, despite being hurt. Tight end Maxwell Pointer has 110 yards. Theron Starr had no yards in the first half, no catches. He's 4 for 98 in the second half so far. That was a key to the second half for the Acorns. Rocco Batadze, huge game in the national championship. 6 catches, 166, 2 touchdowns. Israel Hill, tight end, is also approaching 100 yards. Carmelo Dunbar, again, those 11 interceptions in the regular season. He's got 2 today. Inside, just outside the 40-yard line. Hancock finds Locke. Rashad Locke just inside the 40-yard line now, 2nd and 8. We are coming up on 4 minutes. We are now at and under 4 minutes. Motion from left to right. McGee's got the ball. McGee's got a block on the corner. Batadze's out there blocking for him. McGee gets the corner and more inside the 20-yard line. A great gain of, 20 yards plus. Great blocking on the outside there by Batadze. Batadze doing it all today, showing up. And that's Mikey McGee, 3rd-string running back, filling in for Ferreira and Douglas, both who are injured. Whoa, big blitz there. Big blitz there, and we got an injury. There is an injured player down. Dislocated finger, he'll be fine. Cut it off, get back in there. I don't think we're going to see him miss. Well, he's off the field, so maybe we are. 2nd and 8. Mikey McGee with the ball, hung up on the line and nothing going. Helmet popper by Talik Lance. Union, 3rd and 9. They don't want a field goal. They want a touchdown. They want the pressure back on. But they're going to get an interception. They're not going to get it either. Oh, man. The 2nd interception of the game for Damian Hancock. What a play. What a great play there by Talik Lance. We're going to watch that one again. Lance is just hiding underneath. He's hiding. He's right there, hiding underneath. And then the ball goes, he turns, great break on the ball. That 93 agility doing that work. Great break on the ball. And, terrible throw. Like, where was Hancock throwing it? Who was he throwing it to? Was he throwing it to Hill? He's throwing it to Batadze? I mean, honestly, with that throw, it might have been picked off back here by Guerra. You know A&M's not going to milk the clock. They got Tokars, first down. And now Chowder's hurt. Tons of injuries in this game. Everybody's laying it all out, leaving everything on the field. No guts, no glory. No pain, no gain. 2 running backs, tight right, 2 wide receivers. Alvarenga with the pitch, runs into a pile. Loss of 1. We're coming up on 3 minutes now. Offset eye right, 2 wide receivers. Man in motion. Skeen out of the backfield. They are going to throw it to Starr. Starr's over 100 yards now. One of the keys to the second half for this Ohio A&M offense was to get Theron Starr involved. They have succeeded. They are up 28-25, and with that first down, they're going to, with that incompletion, they're not, but they are going to take more time off the clock, and you're going to be looking at a 2-minute drill. for the Union Huskies unless A&M scores a touchdown. And if A&M scores a touchdown, this game's pretty much over. But 3rd and 10, it looks like it's going to be a challenge. They're a long ways from a touchdown at 3rd and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Motion from right to left. 3 wide receivers on the left. Throws it, overthrown, chucks it out there. Pressure was coming from the right-hand side. Devontae Moran, incomplete pass, and A&M is going to punt it away with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left, up by 3. Eric Mays with the return makes a man miss. Up the sidelines, just inside the 30-yard line. 2:25 to go. Single H-back formation for the offense, nickel formation for the defense. Runs it up the middle, nothing going. 2nd and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Mikey McGee, no yards.
2nd down.
2 tight ends, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Find Israel Hill on the sidelines with the out pass. We're going to be looking at 3rd and 3. 1 running back, 1 tight end, 1 H-back left. 2-minute warning incoming. They need a field goal to send this thing to overtime. Inside 2 minutes now. 2 wide receivers left, 1 halfback. 4th down. Oh man, are they going to go for it here? They are. This is the ball game. They're going 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Hancock's under pressure. Hancock fumbles it. Picked up by Robinson. Robinson to the 5. Touchdown. That's going to ice the game. Tre'Davious Robinson Jr. I believe that is his he picks it up. I think that's his 2nd sack, fumble, self-recovery of this ball game. And he picks it up with the scoop and score. Legendary. Tre'Davious Robinson Jr. is a legend in Acorn lore for all of time. And now you're going to see panic mode from Union. Down 10 with just a minute, $1:43 on the clock. They are going to be chucking it out here, hoping to score a touchdown with a chance for an onside conversion. But Hancock is rattled. He chucks it into the dirt there. And if the story of this game is offense versus defense, defense won this game. It might be the team with the best offense that won, but it was the defenses that shined. Turnover city, sack fumble, touchdown. Oh, and Hancock, he almost threw an interception there. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down again. This is the whole kit and caboodle. This is for the whole bushel of bananas. Hancock back to pass. This is the season. He just chucks it into a crowd. That's it. $1:27 on the clock. Inside the 30-yard line. Worst case scenario is a field goal. They're going to run the ball. Union's going to use all of their timeouts. It is a big hill to climb at this point, this late in the game, for Union to come back. What a great football game. Back and forth. Drama. Turnovers in the red zone. Brandon Alvarenga. Alvarenga's going to score. Nope. He's brought down inside, got gassed. Brought down inside the 5-yard line. Congratulations to Fred Rowe Pro. College national champion. Your Kansas City Coyotes are going to get an extra draft pick. You're going to Disneyland. Alvarenga up the gut. They just got to run clock now.
Second down.
They're going to run one more time. You get one more timeout, and then they just got to kneel the ball. That's it. What a great game. Back and forth, ups and downs, highs and lows, turnovers, big plays, offense, defense, interceptions, fumble recoveries for touchdowns. The only thing we didn't see was a special teams touchdown. What a great game. Alvarenga up the gut. You're going to get the final timeout here, and all you're going to get is a kneel on the ball. And they're just going to ride it out. We'll look at stats. I'll snap some pictures for the post-game report. I'll post it up on the Legend Bowl Championship League Discord. Like and subscribe. We don't have a lot of followers. We don't do a lot of commentary and direct interaction. This is really an archive of the games that we play. But like and subscribe. Join the Discord. Get yourself on the list to join the league. It's pretty straightforward. All you got to do is be able to read a spreadsheet and post on Discord. We'll take care of all the mod stuff. We'll take care of running the games. Unless you want to get more involved, you're welcome to. We can figure that out too. But wow, what a football game! Ohio A&M, the Acorns, 35-25. That defensive touchdown at the end of the football game was the difference. 19 first downs for A&M, most of those in the second half. Pretty even total yards, little spread on passing yards to Uni and rushing yards to A&M. Pretty even on plays. Uni ran 75 plays. A&M ran 74 plays. Both teams ran more, twice as many pass plays as run plays. 4 turnovers for Union, 3 for A&M. What a great game. What a great finish. Let's see who the player of the game was. Yeah, there it is. Tredavious Robinson Jr. They missed the touchdown. I don't know why the touchdown isn't listed here, because he definitely scored a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Maybe that's because that's listing interception touchdowns there. Tredavious Robinson Jr., congratulations, national champion, player of the game. I do not disagree with that at all. Moran did not have his best game, but he didn't fall all the way out. Completed just over 50% of his passes for 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, threw 3 picks, but hey, the Union's a tough team. Brandon Alvarenga, over 100 total yards. All-purpose yards, 162. 1 rushing touchdown on the ground, 17 carries, 90 yards, 2 catches for 18. Theron Starr, 112 catches in the second half, or 112 yards in the second half. 5 catches. He also filled in as a kick returner and punt returner after Alvarenga was hurt. Did a fine job on both. Maxwell Pointer, 4 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Brendan Guyton, wow, 12 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and an interception. Oh, it was actually Guerra that had the first fumble force self-recovery. But that fumble recovery for a touchdown for Robinson, huge, huge. just make sure that we get this document here, at least so that we can make sure that it's known that Tre'Davious Robinson Jr. did what he did with that sack, fumble, recovery, touchdown on 4th down. Hancock cooled off in the second half. Ferreira, McGee, Douglas didn't even have a carry. He was hurt early. Batadze had a great game. You know, no shade on Rocco. He had a great game. His brother, running back for the, where are they? They're the Madness. They moved someplace in Maryland. It's got a funny name. I can't remember. Israel Hill, 5 catches, 98 yards. Eric Mays, he had a good game. Give it to him. Carmelo Dunbar had a great game. Give it to him. Cliff Rivers, he had a good game. Give it to him. But in the end, that sack, fumble, touchdown was the difference. And with that, that's it. That's the end of the college season. And the Ohio A&M Acorns are the national champions. 35-25 championship team coming out of the Heartlands Conference, widely considered the toughest conference. Teams like A&M, Alney, Big Wham, Dame du Lac, Dakota Poly. Great football game. Well, thanks for joining. I had a lot of fun. I love football. Love Saturdays. Love Legend Bowl, College Bowl. And you all. Take care.